All right, we are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome everyone in Instagram land and on Facebook land. Hold on, I need to pull up everybody on Facebook land. Hey Z, welcome. How are you guys doing this morning? Would love to hear. You can just drop it in the chat. How are you feeling on a scale of 1 to 10? 10's amazing. 1 is like winter sadness. I am in Calgary and it's very winter right now. And so I need to be a little bit extra intentional with my self care and mindset work. Just because it's colder and it's darker, shorter days. So it's just a trickier time of year for that. Time to go inward. Today off, Z? Fair enough, my dear. Well, welcome. All of you is welcome here. I have my tea, my mint tea, which is always so comforting. I think that's the one thing I love about winter is sweaters and hot beverages. 8, Deneen. Oh, you're feeling pretty good. That's cool. Welcome. Today off. Yeah, feeling off. Yeah. So today, hold on, let me just pull up my handy dandy notes here. Today, I'm going to be talking about finding peace in the chaos and how to reclaim your energy as an empath. So, drop in the chat if you identify as an empath or a highly sensitive person. I kind of see these two as interchangeable. And to just unpack a little bit of what that is. So, as you probably have heard, empath is someone who can easily feel other people's emotions. And highly sensitive people would also fall into this category. So this is a subset of people, about 20% of the population in humans and 100 different species of animals that we know about that have more sensitive nervous systems. So our nervous systems can more easily become overstimulated, but they're also more highly attuned to the emotions and the energies around us, which is really fantastic for sensing what's going on in the space around you, what's going on with others. Like traditionally, when we were in tribes, these people would be great at as hunters to be able to like focus and sense what's going on around us. Be great healers, great artists because we can kind of feel into this creative inspiration that comes through us. So the empaths and the highly sensitives are the deep feelers, the deep thinkers, the ones who can kind of see into what's happening, to feel into what's happening in a really highly attuned way. Anna, empath. Hey, Anna, great to see you here. Take on other emotions. Yeah, so we're going to talk about that today and what you can do about it. 6.5, enjoying mother's milk tea. Ooh, delicious. And congrats, you have another little one, don't you? Love that. Robin, empath. Yes. Yeah, got a lot of empaths in the house. um, so today's session is all about how to reclaim your energy as an empath. And if you've been feeling overwhelmed by the emotions of other people or struggling to find clarity in what it is that feels right for you when there's a lot of other emotions, a lot of other expectations, a lot of other people's stuff around you. So we're going to explore how you can quiet that noise and come back into yourself and what it is that is your energy versus other people's, so that you can separate the two and let go of what's not yours. And it makes it, when you can quiet the outside noise, the one of the superpowers that empaths have is to be able to hear the more subtle whispers of your soul, of spirit, of your higher self, Mother Nature, whatever it is, whatever you resonate with. You're able to sense more acutely into those more intuitive senses, which is a really beautiful gift. And that is just a unique advantage that empaths and highly sensitive people naturally have. Yes to all of that, says Tracy. Awesome. Great to see you here. All right. Beautiful. So, as empaths, it's easy to feel like the world is constantly pulling us in a million different directions. Raise your hand if you can feel that. And you might feel the weight of others' emotions or the busyness of life, and it can be exhausting. It can be very draining. So if you're someone who maybe people come to you and they spend some time with you, and then after they're like, oh, I feel so much better. I always feel so good talking to you. Meanwhile, you are exhausted. Then that is a great sign that you have been taking on other people's emotions and heavy energy. Maybe just as an unconscious process. Maybe you're someone who naturally like takes on and transmute energy for other people. However, you don't have to do that, and there's ways of clearing it so that you don't have to carry it. So it can really be enjoyable connecting with people and not so exhausting. So this training is important because it's going to help you learn. Excuse me, I have some tea. It's going to help you learn how to protect your energy and embrace your sensitivity as a gift, which it really is. It doesn't have to be a burden. I know it can feel like that, but when you learn how to work with it, it's absolutely a gift. Where am I in my notes? And without the right tools, that sensitivity, yes, it can absolutely be a burden. So this training is going to help you find the clarity to regain control so you can live with more ease and step into whatever it is you feel you're meant to be doing. So I work with a lot of healers. A lot of people who feel called to be of service are drawn to me for that reason. And but maybe the way you are of service looks different. Maybe it's being a mother. Maybe it is being a writer. Maybe it's being a healer. It could be a lot of different things, but really this is about reclaiming your energy and clearing away other people's stuff and external energies that don't belong to you so that you can listen to what it is you're meant to be doing and what it feels like to be you authentically without all of the other stuff going on. So this is something that I definitely used to struggle with. So I used to go into crowds and I would become exhausted pretty quickly. I would become overwhelmed. I would often become agitated. And it's because when I would go into Costco, for example, nothing wrong with Costco. I love going there now. But I'd walk in and there'd be this big crowd, and I would just kind of feel myself shrinking down and becoming so overwhelmed with just the energy of the space because all of those people all have their own thoughts, emotions, and energy that's moving around in this big soup. And so I'm walking through all of that stuff and I'm feeling all of that stuff. And it used to very much overwhelm me until I learned how to become filled with my own energy and expand my energy out so that I fill my own space. And I'm not like a sponge where all of these energies are filling me up. I'm claiming my space energetically in a way that feels bright and loving and just joyful. And you can absolutely do that as well. So, we're going to talk about recognizing how external energies and emotions impact you and why these feelings arise and why you're not too sensitive and why it's a gift. Okay, so you have your energy and you have your energetic field. So maybe just drop in the chat if you are able to sense your energy. So if you can just kind of feel into your physical body, but just notice, maybe take a deep breath to land in your body. But there's an energetic field that expands beyond your body. And just see if you can notice how far out that expands. If you can just feel into the perimeter of where you expand out to. So the heart has an electromagnetic field that expands out, extends out. And so we intuitively, as creatures, can sense what's going on in the nervous system of other people. And the empaths are more highly tuned to this. And historically, in our survival, this would be very advantageous if one person in the community can sense danger and a threat coming. Others quickly pick up on that sense of alertness and threat, and then everyone's looking around for the danger. However, now if one person in a room has anxiety, we can pick up on that anxiety, and now we all have anxiety, even though there's no danger. So being able to recognize what's going on, number one, I love asking this question, and I highly encourage this to become a part of your regular vocabulary if you are sensitive, if you are an empath, okay? So when you are feeling a dense energy or an emotion, My energy field feels maybe about a foot out. Oh, awesome, Jessica. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, beautiful. And you might notice it feels different on different days, different moods that you're in. Maybe some days you're feeling really full and really big. Maybe other days you kind of want to close in and snuggle in into a little cave within you. So just feeling into that, that helps you to become aware of your own energetic field. And so I was about to mention the way that you can recognize if something is yours or not. And listen up, this is very simple, but it's very powerful. It's so simple, your mind might want to just overlook it and move on to the next thing. But don't do that. This is really, really, really going to help you to clear away other people's stuff. So, for example, I was doing an energy treatment several years ago, and my client said, I don't know if I want to come over. I'm feeling really depressed, and I don't want you to get it. And I thought, I'm a professional. It's fine. I was like, don't worry about it. Just come. And we did the session, and then an hour after the session, I had my head on the table like this, and I was just feeling so tired, so profoundly tired. And I thought, wait a minute. I just did this session. We cleared all the stuff out of my client. Now I'm feeling this. And so this is what I want you guys to begin asking yourself when you feel heavy energy. Is this mine? 3 simple words. Is this mine? So you're going to ask that question and then be open to receive an answer. And the answer will come as a yes or a no. If it's a no, it is not yours to deal with. It is not yours to carry, to process, to learn from. It doesn't belong to you, okay? You don't need to hold on to it. So when you say, is this mine? And you get a no, immediately, oh, great, I'm going to release it. How do we do that? Taking your hands, feeling into the energy of where you feel it in your body. So when I was feeling that exhaustion, it's like, okay, I'm going to feel into this energetically. And your intention, by the way, is powerful enough, but moving it with your energy and your actual hands adds an extra layer of power to it. Is this mine? No. Okay. I'm sending it to where it belongs on its highest path, feeling it lifting off and releasing, setting it to where it belongs on its highest path. Okay? Easy. Feel it lifting off of you and going to where it's meant to be. Doesn't matter where it's meant to be. We're just setting our attention to send it where it's supposed to be, on its highest path. Okay? So this is really about just making this a habit. So I encourage you guys just to even maybe set an alarm once a day and have it say, is this mine? Notice how you're feeling when the alarm goes off. Am I feeling anything heavy? Okay. Is that mine? No? Okay. I send it to where it belongs. And it's when you create a habit, then you create these new neural pathways in your mind, and your mind learns to regularly ask yourself this question. So it can become a go-to if you're feeling heavy or dense energy, if you've been working with a client, if you've been out in public, or if you've had a conversation with someone where they're going through some stuff. Anytime, ask yourself, is this mine? You'll get a yes or a no, and if it's a no, release it. Okay? It's not yours to process. It's not yours to deal with. So this is how you can begin learning what is yours and what is not to process and release as an empath. If it is yours, then get some help in clearing that. There might be some lessons for you, but you can also choose to say, have the intention of connecting with the light, which I'm going to guide you guys through in a minute, and letting it go and releasing all of this that you don't need anymore, and just allowing the wisdom to come into you. So you don't really have to carry what's yours either. You don't have to carry the stuff that has been created within you versus within someone else. Okay? Let me know if this is resonating with you guys, and maybe drop in the chat if you are game for practicing this, is this mine? Just say yes in the chat so I can know, hey, yeah, absolutely, I'm gonna do this. Because really, this is for you, it's not for me. And so you can come here and you can be entertained, and that's great. But if you don't take action on it, then it's just entertainment, okay? So just drop in the chat if you are up for asking yourself that question whenever you're feeling this heavy or dense energy, to clear it and release it, to let it go, okay? I'm gonna have a sip of tea while you guys decide that. Because a lot of the time, in part, there's a lot of layers to it, but in part, shifting and releasing and letting go of the struggle and the challenges we face, it's about deciding to put it down, but deciding to let it go. Even if it's really familiar and it's what our mind knows, it could be cozy because it's familiar, but it's about choosing to say, you know what? I'm going to put it down. I'm going to let that go. So drop in the chat if you are up for that. And sometimes I get a bit of a lag in my Facebook group. So I'm just going to refresh that. Yeah. Z. Okay. I always feel the heaviness and the fear in my chest. All right. That's beautiful awareness to have. Now you know where that energy is hanging out, where it's collecting around like the heart chakra area. So something you can do is just try it. You can try it now, asking yourself, is this mine? It might be. Some of it might be, and some of it might not be. So a really quick, easy clearing is just to release all of it that is not yours to begin with. Oh, Robin, yes, but I have trouble letting it go. Okay, so that is really common, Robin. So your mind, so what is it I'm getting out of it? Ask yourself, what is having this giving me? Because your mind has linked value to it, which is often what happens. So, what could this be giving me? So, for example, if if I'm feeling shy, what does shyness give me? Protection, a safe space to hide, for example. But then, what is it costing me on the other side? Oh, connection, self-expression. So there's always a benefit to things that the mind wants to hold on to. So just ask yourself. And then ask yourself, is there another way that I could get that? So if, for example, if I'm being shy and my mind has linked that to protection, what's another way I could get protection? Connecting with the light, which I'm going to show you guys in a minute. Z, you have trouble letting it go. Yeah, so it's a great thing to ask yourself as well. See, and so we're going to do a grounding and connecting an energy clearing meditation that I'm going to walk you guys through in a minute. And if you are driving or doing stuff, just keep your eyes open for it. But if not, I invite you to close your eyes with me. And what we're going to do is connect with the light. I'm going to set a divine invocation, and then you're just going to get whatever it is you need from this energetically. And that's going to come through as understanding, insights, feelings, just being with whatever it is you need to be with. And my sad energy, like deep sadness, I feel in my hands, like almost a pain. I do toss it away, but I've connected the physical pain as my sad energy. I'm not sure what sad energy. Oh, maybe sad energy. Yeah, so that's a great awareness to understand where you feel it in your body. This is beautiful, you guys. You're so good at this. I'm honoring and witnessing that sadness. Thank you for sharing. I'm someone who's dealt with a lot of sadness myself. Grief can be a deep well at times, but it's absolutely something that can be felt and released. But it's beautiful that you have the awareness of where you are feeling it. And emotion can very much feel like a pain. So people, for example, who have chronic pain, they have a lot of emotion that's been trapped in their body for a long time. And when energy is stuck in the body, over time, it can turn into pain, illness, disease. And that's why it's really important to get these emotions out of the body, to no longer carry this stuff, because we don't want to carry it for a long time, because then it can turn into more chronic stuff. And then I'm someone who has had chronic illness and then healed myself of chronic illness. I know this very intimately. I've had to feel lots and lots and lots of emotions in the process. And I still feel lots of emotions because that's part of being alive, to be able to feel a diverse range of emotions. So don't be afraid of your emotions, guys. They're there to be felt and released, but we don't need to hold on to them, okay? We don't need to hold on to the painful thoughts that might be around them. And that's really what that looks like, is what you're thinking when you're feeling that sadness. That's a painful thought connected to that emotion. There's always going to be one. Maybe it's very hidden and unconscious, but it will always be a thought around the emotion. Okay, beautiful, you guys. So who wants to connect with the light? And this is a place where you are invited and welcomed to release whatever you no longer need to hold on to, but it's totally optional. So you don't have to if you don't want to, but just have that, just notice that if that comes up. because then it means your mind has been linking something to it, something of value to it. So we're going to connect with the light right now. So if you are driving or doing stuff, keep your eyes open. You can multitask. If you are in a space where you can safely close your eyes and settle into this, then I invite you to do so. So we're going to close our eyes, and you're just going to feel, sense, see, intend, know that light is pouring. This beautiful, pure, divine light straight from source or God or whatever you believe in is coming down as this beautiful cleansing white light in through the top of your head, melting down through your brain, your eyes, your ears, your nose, and your throat. And just allowing that intelligent light to release any painful thoughts, any dense or stuck energy or emotions, any external energies that do not belong to you, sending them all back to where they ultimately belong for their highest good. Beautiful. And allowing that light to move down into your throat and just releasing any stuck energy, any trapped emotions that didn't get to be expressed, any words that didn't get to be said, any cries that didn't get to be called out. Just allowing that light to open up that pathway of expression in your throat, releasing any blocked energy here. Beautiful. While we're at it, let's do all the chakras. So allow that light to open up your crown chakra and your connection with the heavens, and open up your third eye by your pineal gland, and your ability to sense into the more subtle energies, to more subtle aspects of reality. Down through your throat, opening up the throat, feeling that light melting down into your lungs and into your heart center, and just releasing any sadness, any grief, any heaviness that have been held here. Just allowing that light to take it from you, knowing you can keep all the wisdom and lessons of this experience, but you don't have to hold on to the pain to do that. You don't have to hold on to grief to honor anybody else. You don't have to hold on to grief to keep love. Love is at the source of it, but you don't need the pain in order to have that connection of love. You can just simply connect through love. Yeah, some stuff shifted there. Good job, guys. Feeling that light go down into your solar plexus by your diaphragm, just kind of opening that space up, your ability to do what you came into this world to do, to have confidence that you can do that. Beautiful. And that light melting down into your sacral, your creativity, your sensuality. And that light moves down into your root, your sense of safety and connection with the physical world. Feeling any places you didn't feel safe, releasing from here, all stuck and trapped trauma and energies, releasing from your root, coming back into a safe connection with the body that is your home for this life. Yeah, and then imagining some tree roots coming from your root or from your feet. If you're standing, your feet. If you're sitting, your root. Going into the earth and going in all directions and grounding you into the earth. And like the mycelium networks with real tree roots on the earth, just feeling yourself connecting with that mycelium network, these little white threads from mushrooms that send impulses and communication through networks of trees. And just imagine yourself connecting in with that intelligence of the earth, and this connection with the earth and the life on the earth that you are a part of, that your body is made from. This earth that is here to support you. You are a part of it. You're not alone. You are part of it, and you are supported by Mother Earth. Beautiful. And just allowing your tree roots to go deeper and deeper down now and plug in with the very core of Mother Earth. That's beautiful. Good job, you guys. Good job. And just sending some gratitude to Mother Earth for giving you this experience of life. Messy, pretty, beautiful, hard, painful, joyful. It's all an experience that you chose to have, that you get to have. Sending some love and gratitude to Mother Earth and feeling her sending some unconditional love and energy up your tree roots, and drinking that into everywhere your body wants to receive that nourishment. Drinking that into everywhere your soul and heart wants to receive that nourishment. You are supported, you are loved unconditionally by Mother Earth. She's always there. She's waiting for you to listen and connect and let her support you and hold you. She's always there. Beautiful. Feeling that light from above, connecting at your heart center, and that light from below, connecting at your heart center and alchemizing and radiating out, filling your whole body, healing your tissues, your cells, your DNA, your blood, your spirit, releasing any and all heavy and dense energy, all external energies that do not belong to you. Beautiful. And feeling that light radiating out, filling your whole energetic field. See how far it extends out now that your energy is cleared? Whew, look at you go. And feeling that energy from above and below, filling the whole room you're in, the whole building, the whole city, the whole country, and the whole planet, and feeling that energy expanding a little bit further out and connecting with the oneness of all that is in this beautiful reality we live in. That you are a part of the fabric of life, and no one else can take your place in this tapestry, just you, with your unique energy and perspectives and way of being, and you are just innately worthy as you are. Nothing you need to do to make that happen. It's just who you are, a part of life and this experience of life. Good, and I'm going just to invite in the beings of light and guides that I like to work with, but you can set the intention to call in whatever higher power or energies that feel right for you. So I like to invite in my guides, guardians, angels, and beings of light to support us, to create a safe and sacred space, and to help everyone listening live and in the replay to receive the exact energy that they need at this time. Just exactly what you need from this experience. If there's something you've been holding on to, inviting you, welcoming you, to hand that over to the light, to the oneness of all that is, so that it can be alchemized, so all the heaviness and the pain and the confusion of it can be released and returned to you as wisdom, as love, as understanding. I'm just allowing that to happen now. Beautiful. Good job, you guys. And if there's anything you're guarding, know that it's always your choice to let stuff go. And the problems you guard, you get to keep. So inviting in anything you're ready to let go of, just handing that over to the light now. Beautiful. Filling up with your higher self, your true self, your soul. Filling up with your higher self now, and the light and oneness of all that is. Beautiful. And sending our gratitude to Mother Earth, gratitude to our heavens, gratitude to all of the light beings who support us, gratitude to yourself, and gratitude to each other. And when you fill up with this love and with this gratitude, your energy becomes expansive, it becomes full, and it clears away all heavy and dense energies, because you're no longer an energetic match. All right, so we're going to bring ourselves back to here and now. Call all of your energy back to you, everywhere you may have attached to people, situations, outcomes. Calling all of your energy back to you as pure, healed energy. Everywhere that it got stuck along the past, calling it back now into you right here and now, this body, this timeline, this moment now. Yeah, good job. All right, so we're gonna, actually before we do that, we're gonna set an intention. What do you want today to look like? What is your highest intention for this day? Allowing that to appear in your mind as a word, an image, a phrase, a feeling. Just let yourself feel that. And I invite you to hold this feeling and revisit it throughout the day. And you have the freedom to do this every day, to choose how you want to move forward in each day. All right, so clapping our hands, I bring them to create heat. When you feel that heat in the palms of your hands, it's cold in my office, so it's not super hot. When you feel that heat in the palms of your hands, cupping them over your eyes and breathing it in. And washing your face, and over your head and neck and down your body. Oh, beautiful. And welcome back, you guys, everyone who joined me in that meditation. So I'd love to invite you to share in the chat. What was that like for you? What was your intention? What did you let go of if you chose to let go of something? And this is an example of what it can feel like to clear your energy. So this is something that can become a really quick daily practice. I kind of guided us through a nice, slow, and juicy version of it. But this is what clearing your energy is like. It's about releasing the heavy and dense energies of others, cleansing your energy. I like to do that with light, connecting with Mother Earth that we are part of, connecting with the heavens that we are part of. A lot of times, like feeling alone can be, it's like when a leaf falls off a tree, it shrivels and dies. But the leaf is a part of the tree, an extension of it. So we are all an extension of nature and of life, of consciousness. So when we feel that connectedness and oneness to it, it nourishes us. So that's why we did a lot of connecting with the oneness of all that is, with Mother Earth, with the light. Ashley reminded me I need a recording of that meditation for every day. Aw, yeah, you can revisit this. And actually, something I was going to share with you guys. If you want a connecting with the light meditation, just drop it in the chat, light, or just DM me, and I will send a copy of just the meditation to you, so you have that. Okay? Because it is a really great practice to do this daily. 100% great practice to do it daily. So we connect, we clear our energy, we release all external energies that do not belong to us, and we call all of our energy back to us. Okay, this is an incredibly powerful practice, and even more important for highly sensitive, highly feeling empaths. Okay, because we are more prone to becoming overwhelmed. But the flip side of that is when you learn how to work with your own energy and clear your energy and call your energy back to you, you are a very highly attuned being with a very sensitive nervous system where you can sense and feel what's going on. And that is hugely advantageous if you're working with clients, with others in business, with envisioning where you want your life to go next. Okay, so with your family, with your loved ones, with clearing the energy in your space, you have the ability to perceive and notice more of the energy around you than people typically do. And that is a superpower. Okay, but it really is about learning how to clear your energy and work with that so it doesn't feel like a burden. Jessica, I really needed this. Definitely feel lighter, but definitely still feeling low. Yeah, thank you for sharing. So maybe some more feeling, connecting, and releasing to do. And if you're able to come to our class tonight and Sacred and Unleashed, I think that'll be really helpful too. And I find this is a time of year, like in Canada, anywhere, where it gets much shorter days, much cooler. We've got lots of snow and it's cold right now. And so it just takes extra intentionality to let yourself feel whatever needs to be felt and released, but also come into those places of connection, connecting with the light and being nourished, because this is a time of year where we're often feeling depleted after the summer months, and it's a time, a calling to go inward with the seasons. And so there's a great power in winter to transform and alchemize whatever has been unconscious and in the shadows that we've been holding on to. So that stuff can kind of come up to the surface to be released. So when you have the tools to release it, that's when you can start growing so incredibly powerfully fast. And I do have a live event, I think 2-day live event coming up in a couple of weeks called Spirit Medicine, where we're going to be diving really deep. It's going to be a totally free event. We're going to be diving really deep into self-healing and transformation and what are often the missing pieces in conventional therapy, and why that is often not enough for people. And you're going to learn what, like, this holistic pieces that come together to create really incredible transformation, and you're going to get to experience it firsthand. So keep an eye out for that. I'll be sharing more about it soon. And then I'd love to share in the chat one word from your takeaway from today, if you want. One word from what you got from this experience today. And if you're just joining now, then be sure to check out the replay where we have the full meditation, because that can be a very beautiful thing. So I just want to I talk about quickly a couple of mindset pieces too that can be connected with this. So if you are an empath and you feel overwhelmed, it's important to know that um, you can change that feeling. It's not something that you have to live with forever. It doesn't have to become a part of your fixed personality. Everything can be figured out. And when you learn the skills for how to navigate and work with your energy and your highly attuned nervous system, it does become a superpower. Okay. Um, and then also thinking that you might need to block everybody out to protect yourself. That's not the way, guys. You didn't come here to Earth to be alone all the time. And we are so much stronger when we feel that sense of connection and oneness with all that is. So it's really about learning how to protect your energy, but maintain the connections that you want to have with the right people and environments. Okay. And you can absolutely do that. And a lot of the things that we miss too are overlooking the importance of self care and self care practices like this. And so the mind might want to think, oh, I just need to do more shopping for Black Friday or do this, like, retail therapy or all these things outside of me to make myself feel better, but it doesn't work that way. It's always going to come from within you, because that's where the feeling's coming from, and that's where the answers lie. So to thrive as an empath, it's really about shifting your mindset from I'm too sensitive to my sensitivity is a superpower. It is, and it's really just about regularly clearing your energy every day and learning how to work with this gift that you have. So my homework for you guys, practice connecting with the light every day. So if you want the meditation that we just did, drop it in the chat or send me a DM and I will send that to you. And it can be a 5-minute meditation. And if you just try this every day and setting your intention, it can be very, very, very powerful. All right. So thank you for joining, guys. I'm going to wrap up there, but keep an eye out for the live event coming up, Spirit Medicine, in a couple of weeks. I'll be sharing more about that and where you can register. It's totally free, and we're going to be doing a lot of beautiful practices of healing in that space. Okay, so thanks for joining. Sending you guys my love, and I will talk to you next time. How do I close this out on here? There we go.